Hi, brothers and sisters. This is for all the ones out there who have been seeing these numbers just as I also see these numbers, whether it's a 111, 222, 333, and so on and so on. Now, when I very first started getting these numbers like this, I'm going to tell you what I was praying for. I had started praying back in the very beginning of 2015. And it was close to 2016. And I remember saying to Jesus, like, Lord, I don't want to be lied to. I don't want to be lied to anymore. I want to know what's going on. And I just began to stay at his feet. I read his word, listened to his word. When I say 24/7, like, it made people sick. Well, while it was making them sick, it was making me feel good, because I was getting the word of God in my body. And I began like at around maybe early 2016. I started to see these numbers everywhere. Like, I would start walking in the kitchen, it'll either be on the clock 111, or if I'm riding in back of somebody's car, it'll be 111, or maybe 222, and so on. And then I got to the point where it started to bug me, and I was like, Lord, did I do something wrong? Did I say anything to hurt you? Like, I didn't know what I had done. So anyway, one day as I was riding down the street, and I always listen to like people's YouTube things as I'm riding down the streets. And at this time it was around the middle of 2016. And this guy right here, I was listening to his near-death experience. I was not expecting him to say what he is about to say. So listen to this.
Man, I was crazy. I was crazy when I was alive back then, mocking and scoffing people about the end days. I was crazy to think it wasn't the end days, because when you're out there, you'll be able to see everything that's happening in the world as a whole, not just seeing it from a one-person perspective. Weigh your words. That's from me as a brother in Christ to you. People who believe in the rapture, people who believe Christ is coming, people who believe in the numerical sequences, the 333, the 111111, the 1212, the people who are experiencing that, that's God. That's been revealed to me many times. That's God saying, if you keep seeing matching numbers on license plates, receipts, calendars, billboards, wherever you're at, if you're seeing consecutive numbers, 333s and 444s and 555s and 1212s and 1010, if you're seeing that, that's God telling you that you're on the right path. Those are like markers as you're going. Those are markers. If you see those numbers, and maybe a lot of y'all don't, but there may be only one person out there that's listening and watching this that maybe has. It does, and it's good that you're receiving this message, because God's telling you, through me telling you, stay on path, stay the course. Don't look back. Hold on tight to what you've got, like the church at Philadelphia. Hold on tight to what you've got, because salvation and redemption is very, very close. And like I said, I would not be doing this video if it was not the end days, the end minutes. I've had dreams and visions of the rapture. It was more like a vision. I was like in a box. I'll understand that later. It hasn't been revealed to me yet. And my sister in Christ was also in a box. We were close to each other, and I came out like a missile, like just came out into the air. And I realized that I was in the rapture. And I was kind of like, how do I, it was like I was inside like some kind of like airplane or something. It had controls, and we're in the air. And I realized, hey, I know how to do this. I know how to do this. I was kind of concerned, like, wow. Then I realized I know how to do this, and I was moving around in the air in my rapture. But before, it was like, I don't know why God did this.
Okay, brothers and sisters, so look, that's one.
The Los Angeles Dodger Stadium.
I want you all to hear the other one.
Jesus is waiting on the turnkey event.
Alright.
Not to devise his ability to turn the mind away from him.
Because these are the two I had ran into.
You will know
The Lord let me run into them.
that you will pay more attention when I'm speaking to you in my thoughts. Okay, Nate?
So I want you all to know
As you are
that
waiting for this turnkey event, I want you to encourage everyone
you are
to
not
maintain
alone.
their ritual time.
Listen.
Apart from all worldly preoccupations and intertwinements, we are getting so close. There is the tendency to relax vigilance. And please, please, dear brides, don't relax your vigilance. In your dealings with others, bend over backwards to show mercy, clemency, and charity. These are the attributes of my dear ones. Some of you have the resources to alleviate the sufferings of those whose path you come across. When I send you someone or arrange a situation where you are passing them by, stop and give aid as your resources allow. Then you will be like my Father in heaven, who reigns upon the land of the just and unjust alike, but who especially looks after those who cannot look after themselves. Kindness preaches volumes to the unsaved, and lifts the spirits of those without hope. Yes, do tell others that I am coming, but guard your heart with those who have nothing but scorn and contempt for me. I do not want you to be discouraged. If you become discouraged, how will you encourage others? The enemy would like to place ugly situations in your way. Always on the lookout for opportunities to denigrate you or me. Watching is by no means an easy occupation. It demands a very high level of faith and hope. These I impart to you in our times together. I will use every means to touch you, my beloved ones, even bumper stickers and traffic jams. There is not one moment of the day that I am not bringing some encouragement, a across your path, because I know you're frail, and for those of you that must be involved in the world, little telltale signs of my love abound. When the clock reads 3:11 or 11:13 or 5:55, the number of my wounds, or 4:44, the number of the Gospels, or 3:33, or even 1:11, all of these are little nudges that I am with you. Seems silly, doesn't it? Not at all, Lord. We cherish those little signs from you. I even enjoy it when you put my birth month and year on the clock. I kind of chuckle to myself. He is thinking of me. Yes, and even love songs you hear. More often than not, I'm singing them in my heart to you. Or you can sing them in your heart to me. I love it when you do. Really? I wasn't sure about that. A sign or exclamation of love from my bride goes right to the core of my being and brings me deep joy. I love it, Claire, when you sing those songs to me. Pay attention. I know you're tired, but I'm trying to make a point here. Truly, Claire. I love that. I'm so touched. These are lovers' games, leaving flowers behind, drawing a heart in the sand.
Alright, so brothers and sisters, I do not want you all to think, when people say they talk of these numbers, don't think they're evil, because God knows what He's doing. And I tell you, I had looked yesterday because I kept on seeing 310, 210, 110, 410, 610, 710, 810. I mean, like, I don't try to look for these numbers. I run right into them. Like, there's no escaping these numbers. So only God can do that. And when I looked up 510 in Hebrew, it was a band of soldiers. And I thought that was so funny. But anyway, my brothers and sisters, I don't want you all to be led astray. God is showing you these numbers. You know, totally block out whatever anyone says that say is from the evil one. Okay? So anyway, you guys, I love you. I am always praying for you. Even though I am hurt and all, I'm still going to do what I have to do, because I want to be faithful to the call that He gave me. And that's to encourage my brothers and sisters and be there for you all. I love you, and you all be blessed.